Hi guys, it's the Bear here. Thanks for joining me again. Just doing a quick video on my hammock underquilt. Some of you guys have been asking about it, so I'm just going to take you through it now. The point of the hammock underquilt is to sit under there, and not act as a sleeping bag, but to actually trap a pocket of air between you and the cold breeze that's going to blow under the hammock. That's why the sleeping bag you use doesn't have to be anything technical, doesn't have to be a four season, just needs to be something that's going to act as a wind block. So here's what I've got. It's just a straightforward sleeping bag from B&M, costs about £6 or £8. It's not very downy, kind of synthetic fibres, but it's not quite thick. It doesn't need to be, it just needs to be nice and light so you can carry it in your pack and it doesn't add too much weight. I've got some shock cord and a carabiner. You need about 2.5 metres per side, so a 5 metre length will do you just fine, and the carabiners you can pick up for a couple of quid. They just make it easier to hook on once you've got your rig set up. So what you want is a nice quick and easy setup when you're on site. All you do is take the carabiner, clip it onto my suspension system here, take my other carabiner, and I then notice that the hammock just needs to go inside this cinched up bit. There you go, you can see the cord's coming down here, just where it's been clipped on. You can just do a bit of faff to get it in position. There you go. And what you're looking for is this kind of effect. When you're in your hammock, just reach up and adjust. You want this kind of, it's quite loose. What you want is a sag under here, so you can trap that warm air in. And all you need to do is just adjust it to fit around your body. Yeah, so it might not look like much, but it's doing a lot of work, and as soon as you get in the hammock, once you've fitted this, you feel the benefit straight away. And if you doubt me, take it out into the field, grab the underquilt and pull it open, let the cold air in, and watch what happens. I was noticing one day that as I was in the hammock, the underquilt would work fine, but if I moved, it always seemed to do this for me, my friends don't complain about this, but as I moved, sometimes I got a cold spot where the underquilt, as you can see here, has moved under. Now just in order to, for my own benefit, fix that, put some of these in. They're just £1 for 10 from the range. They're just eyes that you can just pierce the fabric, put in and snap shut. And they're just awesome. I use them for all sorts. What I've done here, it's got a piece of cord, you can use shock cord. I've just gone over to there on the other side. When I'm in the hammock, I just put a loose knot in that and it just holds everything in place and I can go to sleep. If I rush during the night to get up, I just undo it quickly, let it drop and jump out. And like I said to you at the start, it's only a cheap, thin, envelope style sleeping bag, and it has to be an envelope style in order to make this. The mummy bag already has like a foot box at the end. Well, you can't do what I've done with this with a mummy bag, so I'll show you what I've done. There's the top of your envelope. You can see where the zip was. I've removed the zip itself to stop any rubbing or damage, and if you look closely, I've very roughly just pierced the hem where it meets the zip, And I've took my shock cord, my 2.5 meters, and threaded it all the way through until it comes out that side. Now I've put it on this side of the zip and not the inside, so that when it cinches up, it's pulling, as you can see there, against the zip seam, and that's where the strength is. So that if I had it on the other side, on this side, it would tear that fabric apart. We don't want that. So I've just really roughly just pierced that, just shoved it through, so that when it cinches, it's pulling on this strong support here. And it's automatically going to cinch because it's going to gather up this material. And you can see there, the cinching bit is important because if we go over to the hammock, it needs to form a seal once you're in the hammock around there to stop the cold air getting in and letting the warm air that you've made come out. So the cinching is the critical bit. What happens in the middle, your body then starts to form the underquilt, and because you've tightened it up at both ends between the two bits of suspension there, it automatically grips there and surrounds your body. You can see what I've also put in, other than the carabiner, is a toggle slide, and that means once you're in the hammock, if it's not pulling up tight, you can adjust that and take up the slack with the carabiner. These I just robbed off an old rucksack, but you can buy them for a few quid off Amazon along with the shock cord. At the end of the shock cord, just double knotted it and melted the fabric just to stop it from fraying, and then you repeat it at the other end. So there you go, that's my custom underquilt. You can see there's no stitching involved, there's nothing really that technical, and you can knock one up in 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a thick sleeping bag, it can be a cheap one for a few pounds off Amazon or from your local pound shop. And now I've tested this one down to about 0 degrees, not had a problem at all. If I go any colder, I'll let you guys know. But I'm very happy with this, I'd never leave home without it. And at the moment I'm just working on a decent top quilt. But you know that thing's working. As soon as you get in, you can feel all the warmth on your back. You don't want that cold. Some people use thermarest pads or sit pads. I'm not going for that. I'll take a few extra grams in my pack. That's about 800 grams in total. I'd rather use that there than put this bit at risk, getting any kind of back or spine problems in the future. Anyway, hope it helped. If it did, just leave me a comment below the video. Tell me if it works. If you do one of your own, send us a little picture. I'm on Facebook. I'm on the hiking and camping forum, so just let us know. I'll see you later.